Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon Perna, and today I have some Broncos news, interesting quotes from Evan Mathis, and more evidence that the NFL is as evil as Cyberdyne systems from Terminator 2. The NFL continues to try and screw its genetically gifted employees, but these Skynet products are becoming self-aware and are finally starting to win some of the fights led by the NFLPA. That's good sports. Let's start with the news that actually matters. The Denver Broncos signed 2 players earlier this week, one for each side of the ball. They re-signed tight end Richard Gordon, who was on the team for a short period of time this past season. Gordon is a big blocking tight end, and his re-signing is evidence that the Broncos really liked what they saw from Gordon during his one single regular season snap. He did blocked real hard on that play. Denver also signed former first-round defensive tackle Phil Taylor. Taylor is a nose tackle and will likely be looked at to add depth behind Sylvester Williams. Taylor's signing means that last year's 6th-round selection Darius Kilgo will have to fight to keep his roster spot next training camp. You may be thinking Kilgo doesn't have much of a chance competing against a former first-round selection in Phil Taylor. But let me remind you, the Cleveland Browns selected him in the first round, which means all other teams would have taken Taylor in the 4th. Taylor also has major concerns with durability, as he's struggled with knee injuries for most of his career. Evan Mathis has stated he is open to playing for Denver if he decides to not retire. As the most valuable piece of the Broncos line, I pray to the football gods that the Broncos find a way to bring him back. If Mathis does play next season, I guarantee it won't be in San Francisco. Mathis said of the now Niners head coach, Chip Kelly, "The Broncos team I was on would have eaten Chip alive. I don't think he could have handled the plethora of large personalities." That's how I do a manly voice. Chip will have a chance to redeem himself this year in San Francisco, but I didn't think he'd be a good NFL coach when the Eagles hired him. Everyone wanted to label Kelly as a genius, but I knew all of his coaching decisions were solely based on what happened in his Madden franchise the night before. He's a fraud. Mathis also voiced his opinion about Kelly's shortcomings, saying, "Two of the main issues that concerned me were 1, a never-evolving vanilla offense that forced our own defense to play higher than normal play counts. 2, his impatience with certain personality types even when they were blue-chip talents." Chip Kelly's sort of like a spoiled child. He acquired one of the best running backs in the NFL in DeMarco Murray, and then never gave him the fucking ball. It's like Santa brought him an Xbox One for Christmas, but after playing it for a week decided he'd rather have a PS4. And to prove a point to that bastard toy giver, he decided to use the Xbox One to only watch Netflix. Evan Mathis, I have a suggestion for you. If you do retire, please partner with me so we can co-host our own football show together. Not only do I feel like we'd be a good team, I need your credibility to attach my name to so that someone will pay me some fucking money to keep doing this show. Please, Evan, help me. I hope everyone saw this final story. An arbitrator, Stephen Burbank, ruled that the NFL must return close to 120 million US American dollars to the players immediately. The way the money is returned is through the salary cap, which means teams should now have close to 156 million this year to spend on re-signing players. The NFL stole this money from the players over the course of the last 3 years, and they did it by creating an exemption for ticket sale revenue that allowed them to not distribute the money back into the revenue pool. To be clear, when I say the NFL, or they, I'm referring to NFL owners and Roger Goodell. The NFL owners are currently pitching this atrocity as an accounting mistake, but it's stealing. Can you imagine being so powerful that when you were caught stealing over $100 million, the punishment was to give it back? Just give it back and we'll forget about everything. Did you take $120 million from the players?
You caught us. You caught us. Okay, we'll give the money back. You're a sharp one, NFLPA. We've got our We'll be better next time at stealing from you.
The Patriots were fined $1 million in Doc draft picks for supposed missing air in footballs. $120 million goes missing, and nobody's held accountable.
I'm so sick of seeing the thing I love just engulfed in layers of bullshit.
The NFL is like a 7-layer bean dip, except all the beans are shit. The good, fun stuff is sprinkled on top, easy to see, but once you poke through, it's just festering with greedy, beany shit. We need to start a fan union so we can fucking find the NFL and hand out appropriate punishments for violations. Sorry, Tom Brady, you have to play all of 2016 with footballs overinflated. Josh Gordon, you can come back and play, but you have to play 4 games both drunk and high, and you can't ever sub out of the game. Adrian Peterson, you want to come back and play? Fine, but a group of children get to hit you with sticks for 15 minutes before every game until you retire. Roger Goodell, every time you fine a player, you have to match that fine with a personal donation from your salary to help pay former players' medical bills. I'm Brandon Perna, and I am running for NFL Commissioner. Somebody take the time to start a petition, get me elected, and I'll gladly take a $32 million salary to be incompetent at my job. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Make sure you subscribe here. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna. And if you love me, convince one of your friends who hasn't subscribed to this channel to subscribe. You can be persuasive. I know you can. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's the off season. People are going to stop watching.